Egan, dead. O'Connell, dead. Passion, dead. End the season! Welcome to Next Up here on the Shoreham View. I'm Johnny and I'll be hosting this video of pain and misery and I'm going to be really optimistic because that one guy in the comments keeps telling me we're not done yet. Dickhead. Sorry. If you do enjoy our videos and our content, please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the bell notification down there so you're alerted every time we upload. And remember, it's not always going to be this bad. As Sheffield United fans, this is nothing. We've had worse fucking times than this. Relegation from the Premiership isn't that bad. Don't get me wrong, it's bad. It hurts. Of course it fucking hurts. But we've had it worse. Who can remember the season when we went down to the Championship? Who can remember the season when we went down to League One? That game against Swansea said it all. It's not that bad yet. It is not that bad yet. So as you know, in this video what we're going to do is we're going to look at my preferred lineup. We're going to look at the fans' opinions, and we're going to try and make a diamond out of this massive turd. So let's start with my preferred lineup. Who's left to pick in that back three? Literally. Kev, get your boots on, lad. Your time is now.
So obviously we've got to go for Aaron Ramsdale in the net. He needs to keep his place there for consistency reasons. Back five, obviously lots missing. Kean Bryan and Ethan Ampadu, as long as Jagielka have got to step in. Baldock and Stevens on left and right. Lundstram, Norwood and Fleck, best options we've got available I think at this stage despite recent form. Oliver Burke needs to be given a chance to me, along with David McGoldrick, who is our most creative player. As you can see, it's a very cobbled together back line. It's what we've got available. We've got to deal with that. It's what we've got to deal with. I still think Stevens is the best option at left back currently. No Bogle, so Baldock stays there. Norwood, no matter what anybody says about him, we definitely missed him in the last game, along with McGoldrick.
Yeah, as you can see from that lineup, it's slim pickings at the back, innit? It's not looking great in any area of the pitch because nobody's really pulling up any trees and showing what they can do, which is frustrating because we've all seen what they can do. Early team news, of course, we've got injuries galore, haven't we? And now Bogle, one of the few shining lights this season, even though it took him halfway through the season to actually go in team for some bizarre, twisted reason, is out. Rodwell's out. Was he ever in? Somebody answer that on a postcard for me. And the team we're cobbling together now is a struggle to call a team because we're just pulling out the reserves. I mean, looking at some of the players we've got available and some that are out, it's such a mismatch, isn't it? We've got players in the team who shouldn't be anywhere near the team realistically. I don't really think they were good enough. We've got some players out that are key parts of the jigsaw. Big part is Jack O'Connell. Look, as I said on the Sheffield United way when they were doing their fans forum, if you haven't watched it, go check it out, brilliant video. Jack O'Connell is more than a defender. When Jack O'Connell's fit, because people are going to go in the comments and go, oh, but Johnny, but you forget. I don't know why I do that voice every time I do somebody condescending. I don't know why did somebody turn into some kind of like camp weirdo. But, anywho, Johnny, Jack O'Connell, he got injured at Leeds, so he was there for games before. He weren't fully fit. What are you, div? He came back towards the end of last season, even Wilder said he rushed himself back too early. And as I said before, Jack O'Connell is more than a defender to us. Everything we created when we were being successful, right, we weren't scoring goals left, right and centre, but we were grinding out games with his defensive work and we were scoring goals because of his link-up play down that left-hand side with Ender Stevens. He covered when Ender messed up and he freed Ender to get into better positions and played lovely 1-2s with it. Look at the goals when we went up. O'Connell scores. O'Connell sets one up. Look when we scored against Crystal Palace. Everything comes down the left-hand side. Our right-hand side doesn't create many chances, but it gets on the end of a lot created from the left. And we're missing him. Not just in defence, not just as a rock, not just to back Stevens up, but going forward. We need him back. We need him back. But anyway, I've groaned on enough about the team now. Let's have a look what other Sheffield United content creators out there have got in store for you this weekend and beyond.
Of course, out now on Roy's View on his website, we've got the view from the Liverpool fans, that's the pre-match version. Your match day build-up starts with us tomorrow for beer and breakfast, packed full of features, along with the live watch-along later in the day with Nick and Hal over on the Sheffield United way. Always a great watch. At some point after the game, Roy will be gathering all the comments from the Liverpool fans. I have a feeling we're all going to have to owe him a pint because he's not going to have any fun making that. We've got Bob Booker coming up on our next podcast. Great conversation with Bob, well worth a watch. We can't wait to get that out for you. And out now on the Sheffield United way, it is the legend that is Goose Ulenbeek. Go watch that right now, it's great. And of course, there's all the great Sheffield United podcasts. You've got Tufty Club, their discussions are random and hilarious. You've got Blades Pod, as we have a cathartic look at some past terrible games to make us feel slightly better about what we're watching right now. And 4 Blades in a pub, you have to go back to their library. They've got some really memorable podcasts with some great guests and well worth a listen. All 3 great podcasts.
Plenty there to keep you tided over. Don't forget to join us back here for beer and breakfast tomorrow, where we'll have predicted lineups for both teams. We'll have some more in-depth match news, interviews from the gaffers. By the Numbers makes its triumphant return, and we're also going to have a new feature, which I'll tell you more about tomorrow. Anyway, let's get to the fans.
Well, in the same week that England planning their way out of lockdown and giving the country some hope, does Chris Wilder start his plan to stay in the Premier League and keep Sheffield United fans' hopes up? No is the answer to that question, but it'd be nice, wouldn't it? As we're going to Liverpool, easiest game of the year always, isn't it? Liverpool at home. So, yeah, it's nice to have something to look forward to, though, isn't it? After football's been shite for a year or so. So, yeah, I think we'll struggle again. We'll have a completely new back three. First time Wilder won't have Basham, Egan or O'Connell starting. One of them anyway, I heard that on Blades Pod other day, so cheers for that, Roy. And even just trying to look back against Fulham, I can't bring myself to watch highlights or anything. It's probably the angriest I've been after a game all season. And yeah, we go into a team much better than them now, even though they are on a really poor run of form themselves in the league. Maybe we can take advantage of it, but I just don't see it. Because who starts up for all the team? Look, even the ones that are starting look crocked. Because it is the sick note derby this, because they've had about 20 centre half injuries or whatever it is. We've got a full squad near enough out. So it's potluck who's going to play, aren't they, innit? And that sums up our season. And it's just about, 13 games to go now? Just get these 13 over and done with. Get us back in Championship. Get fans back in grounds. Get us back drinking. And just take me back to football. I want football back. Go on, Blades.
So Liverpool at the Lane then. Wilder and Klopp grudge match after the Battle of the Words earlier in the season. Don't think there's any love lost between them two. I don't think they'll be sharing as many drinks pre and post match as they did last time. I think with the amount of injuries they've got and the fact that they've lost the last 4 league games in a row, usually I'd be feeling a bit confident, especially if we had fans in the stadium. Centre half's a real problem for them, and they've lost Henderson, so I think Fabinho's out, so I think holding midfield's going to be a problem for them at least. They've still got a lightning front three, as we saw against Leipzig. They can still put it on when they want to, but to be honest, with the injuries to them and the fact that we looked so impotent against Fulham, I can see it being a really boring game. It'll probably be a 1-0 loss again, so that we stick to form. But you never know. Hopefully we won't take the mentality that we usually do against the big clubs and just look to be compact. Hopefully we'll give this one a go and just unleash a bit. We shouldn't really have any danger of losing. We should just go for it this time, and I imagine we'll all still be watching for the rest of the season, but hopefully this will be a positive result. At least get a draw out of it. Come on, Blake.
I've said I'll try and make this video as sexual as I possibly can, and then I've realised I've no idea how to do that, so I just thought I'd show you my boxer shorts, give you a little bit of a wiggle. So for the Liverpool game, I've said I'll try and be as positive as I possibly can be. 4 teams have been there previously and 4 teams have won, which means we can potentially win. I do feel like we need to change the formation though in order to make that a possibility, with playing 4 at the back being one of them, and maybe playing wing forwards rather than wing backs. Maybe play a flat back 4, or maybe play a flat 3 and then play 3 up top. I feel like it's McBurney and Brewster that need to be playing as well. Whether that takes away the 3 up front possibility, I don't know, but still trying to be positive. Put Norwood back in, see if he can handle it. If he can't handle it, what else can we do anyway? There's nobody available, and that's literally being positive. There is no one else available. I would give the kids a run. I'd put some kids on the bench, and if it's 2-3-0 after 35-40 minutes, then stick them on. So Liverpool, we can get something. I don't think we will, but staying positive, because people have said too negative. Staying positive, we can get something. It's just going to be a graft, because Liverpool are going to be trying their hardest now because they're in that little bit of a slump. But we can do it. Come on, Blades.
Alright, hello everyone. It's the Tufty Club again. Well, 2 of us. I'm Mark, and this is David, who yet again is wearing an old football shirt, an old United shirt. What's the thinking on this one?
Some of you may know. Well, I don't know why you would know, but I do collect all the old shirts. Don't wear them. I just stuff them in a bag in my loft. But I thought I'll bring one out. This was when we got relegated last time. This was the kit that Neil Warnock chose, didn't he, as our away kit?
Oh yeah.
Because we played in red and white. So we said, "I know, lads, we'll come up with something a bit different. How about black and white?" And it went really well. I don't think we won a game in this shirt. Is that correct? Somebody can
You're probably right, actually, because didn't we win away at Newcastle, and obviously we couldn't wear that there.
Wigan was the only other one, and we wore red and white against Wigan. I can't remember Watford possibly, but again red and white. I don't think we ever won a game in it.
It's a terrible kit, and if anyone's not seen it, we did an entire podcast series on United kits with the absolute don of kits, John Devlin, who's written loads of books on it, and we all, to a man, us two, Andy and John, who was a kit expert, agreed that this is possibly the worst kit we've ever worn. People come for the Liverpool preview and they stay for the kit chat. Not just kit chat, kit stats.
And we might be back at the Lane at the end of the season. The news this week from the government is that sporting events may host games which would fit in for us to go to the last game against Burnley, which would be a bit of a wake, and there's probably only 8,000 of us there. But would you go?
Well, it depends if I can be bothered, and also if we're still desperate to get that one last point to get us over the line from 11 points to 12, which is a very real possibility, isn't it? So yeah, I'll keep my powder dry on that.
I think I'd go. I don't think it'd be great, but it'd be nice just to go to watch a game of football and go back to Lane. But they are saying today that they might not allow it. There's been some talk about apparently just by having one game, because it's the last game of the season for all the Premier League, it could threaten the integrity of the Premier League having just half the league having home games, which to me is absolute nonsense, because they had games earlier in the season with all those teams down south, Brighton, Southampton playing.
Plus, you're missing the bigger point, which is the Premier League's never had any integrity anyway. Opponents we're going to talk about now, Liverpool, might be struggling to get into Europe.
Yeah, they've lost 4 straight. Don't think it's going to be 5.
Well, they are the only team in the league with a worse current run of form than us. So, it's the clash everyone's looking to on a Sunday night.
Well, are we really looking forward? Because I'm now at the stage with the games coming up. Even a few weeks ago, like, oh, good, United are on. Like, look forward to that. Whether it was Saturday or Sunday, you'd kind of plan your day around, and it was still good. Always good to watch your team. I am a bit apathetic about it all now. It's a bit, I'll watch it, but you kind of know what's going to happen. It's a bit depressing.
I think it's the timing as well, because you're saying you plan your weekend around it. I think that's pushing it a bit far, but it is nice when it's kind of in the middle of the day or whatever, especially when the weather's been crap and it sort of gives you something to do in the weekend. Sunday night, Saturday night, you've got better things to do, haven't you? So this one's Sunday night. Ski Sundays on, or Songs of Praise, or whatever. You've got your routine, ain't you? Moving into your back to work, back to school tomorrow. So
Antiques Roadshow. Well, Jagielka will be playing.
Exactly. Yeah. And Sunday is all downhill, so yeah, I suppose it's a good replacement.
Thinking about the team, not that I'm going to think about it for too much, because to be honest, there's loads of debate about should they play this, It's not going to matter, is it? I mean, we're going to have to play probably Ampadu, Jagielka and Bryan, which is quite a frightening problem. One of my mates, Liverpool fan, said, yeah, but we've got a rubbish defence. We've got Nat Williams and that new players at Quebec they've signed. They're not very good. They're struggling. But I turn around and say, yeah, but they're going to be playing like McBurney and Sharp, whereas our three are playing Salah, Firmino, Mo Salah. It's a little bit different, isn't it?
It is. It's not just a little bit different. It's almost a different sport, isn't it? So there's world-class footballers against offside merchants, and I know that's been a bit harsh to our players, but it is just a different thing. And you're right. I mean, people bemoan injuries. It's only happened recently on a bigger scale. We've been missing O'Connell all season, but yeah, we're now down to literally the three really important positions for us for the past season or two, and they're all not even second choice. You'd probably say at the minute. It's with bare bones, aren't we? And yeah, it is going to be songs of praise, isn't it, with that back three?
Yeah, not good, but 13 to go. Keep the faith. You never know.
But what's your prediction for this one? You're trying to get us out of the way early doors. You need to get this.
Lose 3-0.
Yeah, I'm thinking 2 or 3. Basically, when we're playing crap teams, I'm thinking 1 or 2-0. When we're playing good teams, I'm thinking 2 or 3-0. So yeah, Johnny, you don't need to ask us to do this anymore. Just rehash it when we're playing a bad team. I was saying 1 or 2 when we're playing a good team.
Another game soon after. Villa's.
I
hope that's been rearranged. I saw that. I was like, when they moved that one? Because it was meant to be in the cup, wasn't it? So they've shifted that in. I think the line of thinking is just get them out of the way.
Well, it's stupid because we've got, coming up from Sunday, we've got 3 games in 7 days. And then after that, we have to wait 8 days for the next one. So
I've not looked further than Villa. I'm taking each game as it comes.
Good one. Each loss as it comes.
So Liverpool now should be an easy 3 points compared to their 4. Terrible, isn't it? You never know. Even though we've only got about 6 players to choose from, just not looking good at the moment, is it? It's not our season. Injury and after injury, I can't wait for the season to be over. Lionel Wise, like I said, I don't know what he's going to pick. I just hope they go out and go for it. Have a go, see where it takes us. We lose 6-0, we lose 6-0. No to lose, have we? I'd rather lose 6-0 and get a good go and have a go and then lose 1-0 and try and just defend a 1-0 loss. So yeah, let's hope we go for it and we'll see how we go with that. Come on, Blaze, you never know.
So now we move on to Liverpool. Somebody would have ever told me we'd be starting in Premier League with defence of Jags, Ampadu and Bryan. No disrespect to them, but I'd have never have believed it. And now they're playing up against Salah, Firmino and Mane, which are fearsome enough as it is. Just got to see what happens, haven't we? We're going to have to sit in and try and protect and just see what we can get out of the game. I thought they defended all right overnight actually at Fulham. Fulham's a different proposition to Liverpool, but they don't have composure on ball, so it tended to go back to the keeper who kicked it long. And if we're going to play football, then we have to build up, and that involves back players, and I don't think they got composure to do that. I'd like to see Norwood back in middle. Yes, he makes occasional mistakes, but he helps us out, retain ball and move ball around. But it's not a game I'm looking forward to at all.
So Liverpool next, are we all excited? Woo! Can't wait. I just got some views from Liverpool here. They're actually probably less confident than us, but probably not actually. We've got they're the worst team in the league. That pretty much guarantees a comfortable win for them. Looking forward to Sheffield United morphing into 1970 Brazil. Given our run of form, I can't think of a bleaker fixture than this on a Sunday evening in the middle of a global pandemic. They've been awful this season, but I've seen nothing from us to suggest that they won't beat us comfortably. And we have, unless Sheffield United gift us goals, I can't see a victory. About that. We probably will give you a goal or two, to be completely honest. Yeah, so they're not obviously Liverpool. I don't know how many it is. I've not dead looked at the league table since about November, but I know they haven't won for ages, about 4 games or something like that. But I'll be absolutely stunned if we get anything from this game, and it's just another week down, another game gone till the end of this fucking awful season. But keep smiling.